Hey guys, welcome to Bushcraft and Wild Edibles in central Wisconsin. And today we're going to be talking about our cook set. And before I get going on that, this is going to probably be a 5 or 6 video series of all my gear. So I started today with a cook set. I'll give you the ones that I like and the dislikes I have, and some of the stuff that I just can't live without. So at first we'll start out with, I think this was a Walmart cook set. That was probably one of the very first ones that I got. The stainless steel pan on this one is actually pretty nice as far as being tough. This pot is okay for little stuff for one person. It's okay. This does not work. I wouldn't advise using that as a holding device. And of course, the frying pan, they only have it like TIG soldered or just pinch soldered or something in there. The handle is it's not the best. It'll work in some pinches, part of it. Some of it I take and some of it I don't. But that's this one. I do take a can opener, hold on there, it's in my backpack, just for a tool to have. I have the military style sport spoon and knife, and I like these because it actually, if I can get them to come out, you got your knife, you got your fork, and you got your spoon. I like the fact that you can keep it all in one. Most of the time, you can probably carve a spoon and a fork, and you always have your knife. Carry 2 things of vegetable oil, and just for pots and pans. This was a cheaper style. This is aluminum pan, and as you can see, it does exactly the same thing as the other one does. And this was a big pot for it that I use now just for test burns on stuff. The aluminum, for some reason this aluminum does not hold up. And I have a soap and a piece of steel wool for cleaning everything up after I'm done using it. I have a Collins flint steel. This is one that just goes into the backpack. Got a striker on the side. Got a shot cord on it. Now this one here is a Russian cook set. This is the one that actually goes with me every time I'm in the woods. This is a beast. So you have a pan, and you have a nice pot, and as you can see, this handle's nice and sturdy and strong. And then you have the bigger pot, and this one is really, it's a brute, nice, strong. Usually what I do is I stick this little one inside of here, and then I'll put all the stuff together just to give me an extra pot for stuff. It's not necessary, no. This one I would recommend. It's a nice cook set. Okay, this used to be my old coffee pot. It has been used so many times. The handle works really good. There's an actual cover that I have out at the campsite that fits on top of this. This usually stays right out there. I just brought it home because it needed a good cleaning. But this is the one that we boil 90% of our water in. It's nice. It's a 7 cup, and it served its purpose. It's we got ourselves a new coffee pot over there, but this has been a good little coffee pot. I actually melted the little thing so I couldn't do the percolator anymore, so I just used it for boiling water in. And I liked it. It worked out really nice. And then we have what everybody is talking about, the Stanley Green Cup. So you have your 2 cups, and this is really nice. I like the way this is set up. I like the little time on the top. It stands up so you don't burn yourself. This is a good little setup here. I like the way it actually clamps down. You can't move it. You got to actually squeeze it to get it to lock in place. That makes a big difference. And I can boil water with the oil. I mean the jet oil. I can boil water in 6 minutes in this. So for a 2-cup person, for me, for having tea or any of those things, this is one that's in the backpack all the time now. I have 2 of these. These are just regular stainless steel bottles. The thing that I don't like, of course, is it's plastic. So you have to either hang it, what I usually do is hang it from a stick like this and then heat from down here and just crack the vent. I do not boil anything in here. This was more or less for in the winter time. I would heat these up until they're nice and warm, and then these could go in the sleep bag and act like bottle warmers like in the old days. This is our new coffee pot. This is a Stanley, and I think this is a 12 cup. It has a nice glass top on there that's a lot stronger than the last one. And it's your normal percolator. Never been out in the woods yet. I was hoping that this weekend we could, but of course our weather didn't want to agree. So we're at home doing this. So that's the coffee pot. That's the new one. And I got a bunch of these, the old canteens in the service. These were our best friends. We ate out of these, we drank out of these, everything. So it's just been a nature of me to have one of these. Actually, we have a bunch of them. I think we got 5 of these. Everybody in the family has one. So these are always with me. I always have one of these. And now for the oil burner, just your average oval stove, and I run the alcohol, and you can use heat. Heat's better than alcohol, matter of fact. So if you're going to, there's a lot of different ones online that you can look at. One thing I didn't know is that you had to have a penny from before the 80s because of the nickel content, or the copper content, sorry. So that was a good thing. So that is my stove that will go into here. And then this fits perfect on there. And I do have these little pucks, or what are they called, Isbit. And I've got some Coleman ones that will actually fit in there. But what's nice about this stove is that when you're all said and done, it does carry and pack pretty good. That's not a whole lot in the backpack, so it's not that heavy like that. And last but not least is hand sanitizer, so we can clean our hands before we eat. So that's pretty much my my kit. And to tell you the truth, this, and this is actually part of this, but for the most part, what you see right here is just about it, is all I use for a kit. We have a tripod set up at the camp, so any of our major cooking that we can do on the fire in the tripod. I do have a little fold-out grill out there. And when we got the whole family, I got I think it's a ceramic stone frying pan. Works really good. So this would be the most part for my kit. A lot of the stuff I had is stuff you can get at Walmart. Alright guys, I had to clean off the table for the food bag. So this is the my waterproof airtight food bag that I carry my food out when I go out in the woods. And it just so happened that the better of the kits that I have was in the food bag. So I'll show this one right away. This one we have not used at all. But in this one, you have a lot nicer cups and lids. Got a little stir spoon, cleaning. This thing is kind of cool. It's got a little for scooping stuff in. So this one has, this kit comes with tools. It does come out with these are like, I guess, the soup bowls or coffee bowls for them. Like I said, I have not used this kit at all. And then you have a bigger pot and the lid. And what I guess they think of it as a pan, but the lid don't fit. So it's no big deal. I got other lids, but I wish they would have made it so that the lids could fit on both things. But for the most part, this one seems like a lot stronger kit than the other ones. And in here is a little knife. So that should be it for the cooking utensils or for the kits. I don't take everything out with me. It's usually one thing or another, but never the whole thing all together. I do have a family of 5, so there's a reason for my badness of having all these different kits. So now I'm going to get into the food. Always, I go out with tea. This is forest tea. It's from Mountain House Herbs. It's Mountain Rose Herbs. And inside of here, I have the tea bags. So I always got tea. We take Himalaya salt. This is actually for better iodine. Double acting baking powder is for the bannock, which I don't have the flour and stuff out here. We have black pepper. Soul Food, found it at the dollar store for $1. Not too bad at seasoning. And of course, my dried jalapenos. We do a lot of our own seasonings in the wintertime, so we have a ample supply of different kinds of seasonings. And the last time we went to Aldi's, I'm going to try this time, is we have the pasta. As long as there's milk in here, so I'd have to take some powdered milk out. But it'll be something different to try. The other thing that we do is we seal. This one actually has blueberry muffin mix. So we Mylar and put vacuum seal them, and we put air or oxygen absorbers in there. So we actually make our own camping food now. So here is breakfast, which is pancakes, and the directions are all on here. This is jasmine rice. So this is equivalent to 1 cup of jasmine rice. Here's another one. And then I have vegetable chicken noodle soup. And what's nice with these is you just gotta boil some water, let it sit for a couple minutes, and then so it rehydrates, and then you can put it together and eat. So And then this one is beef and barley noodle soup. And these actually yield 4 to 12 servings, so it's there's plenty of food there. I took 4 growing boys and myself out there, and 2 of these packages, and a big Dutch oven, and they were all stuffed, so there's a lot of food in these. And the last one is vegetable creamy chicken noodle soup. And usually what I do is I'll take a steak along with me. I can cut that up and put it into beef and barley, or take chicken along. And then we have coffee and creamers. These actually are out of MREs when I broke them down. And of course you have your wet toilettes and your condiments, seasoning, gum, all that kind of good stuff. So this finishes my review for my cooking kit, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.